What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Joseph Morris channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Don't forget to like this video if you find it helpful and drop your thoughts in the comments below. I always read them, even if it takes a while for me to respond. Now let's get into today's video because this one is wild. It says here, crazed Diddy R-worded a girl 13 after VMAs as 2 stars watched. And it just so happens to have a picture of Jennifer Lopez. So Sean Diddy Combs is now facing a lawsuit revealing truly disturbing crimes that date back to a 2000 VMAs after party in New York. According to the lawsuit, a 13-year-old girl was given substances and SA'd by Diddy and another male celebrity who people are saying is actually Leonardo DiCaprio, while a female celebrity stood by and watched. So the target and the plaintiff of this lawsuit said she started feeling woozy after just one drink, which probably had G in it or some sort of other, substance that would make you pass out, because Diddy had those baby oil bottles that he would squirt all over his targets and it would like seep into their skin and be absorbed, and it would make them just, become vulnerable to be used by Diddy and his counterparts. So this woman apparently took a sip of a drink. She went to go lie down, hoping to recover, but that's when things took a very dark turn. So let's watch what Good Morning America had to say about this. It's wild, folks, and I should have probably given you a trigger warning.
This morning, a new civil lawsuit alleges Sean Diddy Combs to the then 13-year-old girl after the VMAs in the year 2000.
All right, we'll be back.
Combs attended the award show with his then girlfriend, Jennifer Lopez. The lawsuit says Diddy's driver invited the alleged victim to an after-party, telling her Combs liked younger girls and saying she fit what Diddy was looking for. At the party, the lawsuit says the teen accepted a drink and went to lie down, feeling woozy and lightheaded. Combs allegedly grabbed the teen, saying, "You are ready to party." The lawsuit says the teen was by a male identified as Celebrity A, while Combs and a female identified as Celebrity B watched. Combs then allegedly her while celebrities A and B watched. The new civil lawsuits accuse Combs of over more than 2 decades, from 2000 to 2022. Alleged victims include a then 17-year-old male who says Combs him at a party in New York, and a man who says Combs him at a party in Los Angeles. The man says he took this photo of the vodka Combs served him to document the alleged encounter. And overnight, attorneys for Combs also asked the judge overseeing his criminal prosecution to silence the plaintiffs in these civil lawsuits.
All right, so all this news about Diddy SAing minors is happening while Diddy is in jail at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. And he's apparently being kept separate from general population because we all know what happens to PDF files when they are locked up. They don't last long. And apparently Diddy is also under unaliving watch at the moment as all these lawsuits are coming to light. So just to recap here, Diddy, along with the 2 unnamed celebrities, reportedly entered the room, and the plaintiff claims she was pinned down and SA'd. So the details in this lawsuit are absolutely shocking. The male celebrity is said to have actually participated alongside Diddy, while the female celebrity, who remains unnamed as well, stood there and witnessed everything without intervening. Now, here's where things get really interesting. At the time of the 2000 VMAs, Diddy was in a highly publicized relationship with Jennifer Lopez. The two were everywhere together. They were inseparable. Lopez even wore a crop top from Diddy's clothing line, Sean John, to the event. And I actually have some Sean John clothing myself, and I won't be wearing that anytime soon. So now many are starting to wonder, was Jennifer Lopez the unnamed female celebrity in that room? So this isn't the first time J-Lo's name has been tied to questionable behavior involving Diddy. So back in 1999, there was another scandal involving a nightclub shooting where 3 people were hurt. A lawsuit filed by Rodney Little Rod Jones claims that J-Lo smuggled Diddy's Pow Pow into the club that night. And he actually bragged about it to Little rod. So the shooting ultimately led to Sean Barrow going to prison for years and sabotaging his promising rap career, while Diddy walked away and J-Lo walked away unscathed. Shane was actually deported back to Belize, where he is now a successful politician. And this is Natania Rubin, who actually did a interview with News Nation and said that she's willing to take the bullets out of her face to prove that it came from Diddy's pow pow. Little Rod said Diddy later bragged about bribing witnesses and jurors to manipulate the trial, which sounds like obstruction of justice. And here's the thing that always kind of bothered me about the Diddy case. Like, we all know that he SA'd youngins. So why isn't he being charged for that? Why isn't he being pursued for being a PDF file? They only have him on trafficking charges, which is hiring adult workers, and bad business practices. But we all know that there's like a laundry list of things Diddy has done that he should be accountable for. Like, this is my conspiracy tinfoil hat wearing person coming out here. Is like, are there huge names and politicians and powerful people involved in all of this? And like Epstein, they're trying to keep it all quiet to avoid a huge fallout. So if the claims are true, it suggests that J-Lo not only helped Diddy avoid responsibility, but also allowed someone else to take the fall for his actions. With these new lawsuits coming to light, people are now questioning just how deeply J-Lo was involved in Diddy's past. Was she more than just a bystander? And are these lawsuits the reason Ben Affleck and her really divorced? Now, the streets were saying this is the reason why. Ben Affleck took a preemptive move to distance himself from his ex-wife. And if J-Lo was at that 2000 after party, how much did she know about what happened that night? Radio host Orlando Davis recently fueled these suspicions on his show, Orlando and the Freak Show. He claims to have attended that very VMA's after party in 2000s and remembers seeing Diddy and J-Lo together, cuddled up in a private booth, surrounded by Ciroc bottles, which according to an ex-worker was how Diddy transported substances in these Ciroc bottles. So according to Davis, the atmosphere was wild, with celebrities everywhere. He described Lopez wearing a white headband that night, matching Diddy in an all-white outfit.
Man, a freak-off party in Miami. It was at a mansion that was like 8 stories high.
Wow.
And he said it just kept going up higher, and the higher you went up, the freakier it got. And he said it was like, it was a lingerie party, like a pajama party.
Okay.
And he was telling them that, he said, we were like, you don't understand these Diddy parties. I don't understand it because I saw live happening that night. And it was the first time I had ever seen that in my life. Did I partake? No. But he said, I definitely got, it was crazy to see.
Yeah.
And I told you guys at that after party for the VMAs when we were in New York, that's when I saw the model dude who was Pamela Lee Anderson was dating this model dude, Shackelford or whatever at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Shackelford, I believe his name was. He was just some big white dude that looked like Baywatch.
Okay.
He was just a good looking dude. And they were full on, like me and Fred. How crazy is this? Me and Fred Durst.
Okay. Okay.
I swear to God.
I'm
We're
with
watching
you.
me and Fred. All right, so we're there's a couch area, there's a bunch of bottles, there's a club, and it's a private party. So everybody in there is a guest of this party. It's Diddy's after party.
Gotcha.
And that was the day that when you saw, if you Google J-Lo and Diddy, you'll see them in all white with her with a white headband
I know
that was
exactly
bedazzled
that.
or whatever.
Yes.
So that was that night.
Mm.
Okay.
So they're up in the booth, standing up with the bottles, and they hugged up, and there's stars everywhere. So we're upstairs, and in a VIP area, Pamela Anderson is on something.
Okay.
And the dude that she was with, Shackelford or somebody like that, was next to her, and he was in his bag too.
Okay.
All of a sudden, they start kissing. And I'm like standing there looking down at everybody downstairs, and then I look over and see that, and I look to my right, and Fred Durst is looking at it too. I'm like, it's like a movie right here. He's like,
God.
I know. He's like, it get any better. I'm just going to sit down and find some popcorn. And so we looked over there again, and he's under her, like, business.
Oh, wow.
Like, they going
Under her
heavier, like, where it's like they don't care.
The rounding second
voyeurism
base.
And so I laughed, and Fred did crisscross applesauce right in front of him and just sat down and started watching it like it was theater. And so I sat down right next to him, Indian style. So we like sitting there and watching, and it went down like right in front of us. And I'm like, you had to put on a splash guard.
Yeah, some people are probably.
So with lawsuits now stacking up against Diddy, these new revelations are casting an even darker shadow on his past, and Lopez's name keeps popping up. Did she knowingly help Diddy avoid consequences? Was she present for things that are now only being revealed? It seems like we're only scratching the surface of what could be a much larger story. As of now, neither Diddy nor Lopez has responded to these specific claims, but the public is demanding answers, and it feels like the walls might be finally closing in. With everything coming out, more people are beginning to question just how deep this rabbit hole goes, and whether there are more skeletons in the closet waiting to be uncovered. So what do you guys think? Was J-Lo involved in covering up for Diddy? Was the other person Leonardo DiCaprio? Or is this just all speculation? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to know what you guys think about this developing situation. And make sure to like this video if you found it enjoyable, and subscribe to stay in the loop as I continue digging into this case and bringing you the latest updates. So don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll know as soon as I drop the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe out there, folks.